So, a word of advice, don't try to take your skateboard and ramp out of that hole. It's not a good idea. You're probably going to end up laying on the sidewalk, bleeding out of your hip, and no one around even seems to care. Hello, this is Nate Dogg, and I'm going to bring you a gameplay today. Obviously, Battlefield 3 beta. Obviously, I'm not even going to put the name of the map in the description because I can't play any of the maps at this point, and I was sort of disappointed that we did not get to play another map other than what was in the alpha trial. But you know what? I'm loving this game so far. I know not all of you are, but I'm loving it so far. And that was just a precursor, this little outside sequence to... because you've seen enough of the outside, so I'm going to skip straight to the inside. We've already penetrated and destroyed B. You know, I'm not trying to say any kind of innuendo when I say penetrated, but what happens here is you try to get to... it's really not that hard to get to A, you just have to know the correct routes to take, and by correct routes I mean anywhere except straight up the middle of the map, because that will get you killed. Just like two teammates spawning on you, and then just all three of you getting hosed because they didn't move when they spawned. And it's not really a big deal, because when you spawn in at this point, like you just saw right there, you're staring at a black screen for a couple seconds, and that's really not good for your health. So it's very difficult to move around. It's not necessarily a complaint of mine, but I would like to see in the final version of the game, excuse me, a little less black screen there, because it can get you killed and it can be very annoying. Now, I can't really recommend trying to rush through the middle to get to the objective A or B, because a lot of people hang out here, and how is that a double kill? I've played that back several times. I don't know who else I killed. I don't really have obviously I don't have a problem with having killed an enemy, and I'm going to try to talk a little more quietly now, because my mom and my brother are asleep right now. And here you see me testing out the laser. You can see the obvious hipfire accuracy, but what you may have not noticed is the fact that I accidentally put the gun on single fire. Mystics, get the flashlight in my face, bro. It's not cool. Don't flash me, bro. Don't flash me. And so I didn't realize I put my UMP on single shot, so pop, and mowed down, because I only fired one bullet. Vane Cow, you are gonna see a lot of me dying by him this entire game. He nemesises me so hard. Now, so I kill that guy, and I'm like, alright, teammate, come here. You go first. You go first, dog. You go first. It's safe. Don't worry. It's totally safe down that hallway. And he gets killed. Now, look at this. You can't see the enemy, right? I know you can't, and I know I can't. So I'm going to fall back to my right for cover. And watch. You don't ever see the enemy again. Yet, I go down to 31% health. And I know I complained in the last video that there is a latency issue, and I really think that kind of demonstrates the latency that I'm talking about, as well as this death. And I'm sure he probably shot me before I got around the corner, and that's the only... I feel like that's the only other guy on their team that actually kills me this entire game, is Slayus and Vane Cow. And those... they're probably pretty good guys. I think they end up somewhere near the top of the scoreboard at the end. I don't really think the... oh, flashlight! Get the flashlight in my face, dog! Mystics, you gotta quit doing that, dog. You gotta quit doing that. I know it's awesome. I know it's brighter than the sun itself when you're outside. I understand that. But it kind of gets us killed sometimes. Laser's not a big deal. It's not really that noticeable. So I'm going to use it right here. And as if the UMP didn't have good enough hip fire accuracy already, you get to use the laser sight and make it even more retarded accurate. Now, I really, really want to bring you a light machine gun gameplay. And by light machine gun, I mean 200 rounders, but it's just so... they're so inaccurate at range. And here, Mystics shines his flashlight down the hallway, and then I save him, but the trick is, I don't actually save him, because there was a guy next to me, too, that came through the doorway. Sorry, buddy. I didn't know he was there. The sound isn't quite worked out in this game yet, and... triple kill? The stars align sometimes, in my favor. The stars do align. That guy tried to kill me with a shotgun, hurt him, dropped a prone, took him out. Not a big deal. So we're going to continue to try to move through the middle, but the problem is, even though at this point I've killed half their team, and they're just now respawning, but they're still all right here in front of this doorway. And so, you know what? What you gotta do is, instead of trying to outshoot everyone, lure them to you, pop them a little bit, throw some C4 on the wall, and blow them to smithereens. And that Vane Zebra guy, I think it's so cool, man, when people literally get together and decide they're gonna make their gamer tags similar or the same. That's so awesome. It's not even gay at all. It's not even gay. And right here, I'm not really sure if I should have tried double tapping Y to cancel my reload, because I was very low on ammo in my UMP. Probably should have went with the Glock, but whatever. And I am gonna have some Glock gameplay up at some point. Walk into a grenade. Just get blown up, Nate Dogg. Just get blown to smithereens. I do want to bring you some clips with the Glock at some point, because I do actually own a Glock 17C. Unlike what, and the C is a more rare model, and I'm not going to elaborate on it because I want to save a lot of information for later on. But I will mention that the model for the game, the in-game model, isn't actually perfectly correct, and I'm going to have a criticism later on. Now, I don't know how this guy didn't notice me, but he absolutely did not notice my... Oh, that's right, I turned my laser off, because you can turn the laser off. There's no reason to run no attachment in a slot because you're worried about the laser or you're worried about the flashlight. Dog, just turn it off. It's like, okay, I can use the M9, or I can use the M9 Tactical. Oh, but dog, I don't want to give away my position with my flashlight. Well, turn your flashlight off. Like, I guess there might be some, oh, shooting my teammate. I guess there might be some dynamic difference. Maybe, probably not damage, probably not hipfire accuracy. I'm not sure what advantage a regular M9 per se, or a regular Grok would be over a tactical Grok or a tactical M9, because you get the flashlight that you can just turn off and then it becomes a regular gun. And right here you're faced with a decision to go down the front stairs or go down the back stairs. And I'm going to take the back stairs down after I walk around for a second and am indecisive, and I cannot tell the difference between my teammates and enemies in this subway area because the walls are all grayish blue, just like the blueberry triangle over our guys' heads. And I'm going to prefer the back stairs in this case, because I'm really glad I saw that guy, because you're not going to be facing enemies that are facing you. Typically you're going to come down the stairs and face enemies behind you, and I sort of failed there. I could have shot the guy that was disarming the MCOM first, but I didn't really notice. I just wanted to kill the most dangerous person at that point in time. And right here, it's much easier to defend this spot from outside, but don't get yourself suppressed like I did right here. Mystics runs in front of me and dies, and I cannot see this guy creeping up on me. I just can't see him. Vane Cow just whooping me this whole game. I killed... Oh! Bam! Right in the face. That was epic, and I was... Honestly, in real life, he probably would have flown farther, but there probably would have also been some dismemberment, so I'm not really gonna... Definitely can't criticize that. And what do you guys... Shooting my teammate again. Cannot tell the difference, and I think I did that one or two more times. It's kind of obnoxious. What do you guys think? The Grok has 18 rounds. The Glock has 18 rounds. They seem to have the exact same damage stats, so... My question to you is, which one would you use over the other? And I think at this point the real difference between them is the Glock, you get a laser sight for better hipfire accuracy. The Grok, I think that is the correct pronunciation of it. And right here I was hoping to get a triple kill, but they all amscrayed down the stairs. And watch this next guy trying to run up. Oh wait, he's actually going to be a second, so I won't call that out yet. So what do you guys think? Grok or Glock? Let me know what you think. And obviously you get the flashlight. Look at this. Pulling out his RPG to run and just fire it down the escalator for a mass kill. Dude, just find something better to do, please. And here, I know you saw in the video description something about the mobile spawn point. Here's where the magic kicks in. And no, I don't mean when I step on yet another grenade and get blown to smithereens by Slayus. I swear to God, him and the other guy are the only two that kill me this whole game. I really... Like, it's probably not actually true, but it really very much felt true. And isn't that nice? Mobile spawn point. You got 1 kill, suppressed. Of course I'm suppressed. 2 kills, 3 kills, and they're off B. It's better than running assault and reviving teammates, because it's like, alright guys, we got the objective cleared out, so we're good. Except not, because I just spawned in with a gun that's awesome from the hip and is suppressed. And here I try to be a total trickster, lay out some C4, and I'm gonna go prone in the middle of the hallway. This is actually a pretty good tactic. Killing them as they come through the doorways. It's not like mind-boggling or anything. And just when I think I've got it figured out, Slayus flanks me from behind. And I'm not angry, but it's like, ugh, I can't believe he got all the way around. He's only level 2, and he already knows what he's doing. Clearly he's played some shooters before. Maybe some COD, maybe some Battlefield Bad Company 2. Don't really know it. I just shoot at Mystic so much. Get that flashlight out of my face, dog. Oh man, sorry, that was a bit of an aggression moment, and I know I'm talking very much about the gameplay at this point, and if you want to know, if you want to know tips and strategies, oh, flashlight, don't do that, dog. If you want to know tips and strategies, I will be very happy to accommodate you. Right here as I'm going to step out, start blasting my teammate again like a total retard. Actually, I don't do it yet. I'll do it here in a second. There we go. Just bam, 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 right in the face. If you want to know, like, my first impressions of the game, or what I think, or strategies, or anything of that nature, feel free to ask me, but I feel like there's so much of that floating around on YouTube now that a normal commentary is probably preferable, and it's something that I'd prefer to watch. Now, unfortunately, most of the awesomeness of the action is over, because I only get, like, white screen flashes. I only get, like, 3 more kills for the rest of the game. And right now I've got, like, I think by the time I die here in a second I've got 50, and I was like, oh, dog, Mystics, I got 50 kills, dog, I'm doing awesome. And I was doing pretty good, but I wasn't doing awesome. But I really think the mobile spawn point is very underused, and I have not used it yet because I've pretty much dedicated myself to using the support class for the majority of the beta, if not all of it. Occasionally my brother will use the assault kit somewhat, and right here, oh, it's so hard to see, Mystics. Get the flashlight in my face, dog. Oh man, oh, you just see what happened there? He swung the front of his gun back towards me as he sprinted and blinded me just long enough to keep me from shooting an enemy. Right here, clearly what you want to do is spawn in your squad and then open fire immediately so that you give away our squad's position and get me killed. Good one, teammate, good one. And yes, Mystics is the only actual friend I have in this squad. The other 2 guys are just randoms, and I wanted another buddy in here too, but it's very difficult to get squads together. It's very difficult to get you and your friends together in the game right now, and I was sort of anticipating that, and it's not like I have low expectations for the game itself, but I did try Medal of Honor, and I do hate Medal of Honor with a passion, and also Bad Company 2 when it came out. Both of those games had connectivity issues, and I don't really blame DICE for that. I think that's more of the fault of EA. Obviously, I've mentioned the latency earlier. I'm not really trying to complain. I'm just saying it is a noticeable thing, and it is the biggest deal I can find right now. I do believe it will be ironed out in the future, and I have high hopes for the success of this game, and I can't even describe to you how much I love it right now, and I'd love to bring you an LMG gameplay. The things are terrible at long range, but that's okay. So, I guess that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching the video, and you'll see here at the very end, I got so many ribbons, it just lumped them all together, like ribbons 30. Here you go. Good one, Nate Dog. So thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day. And the bonus clip is really just an example of how if you get on the objective to disarm it, it does not detonate. And if it's armed, while the enemy team loses all their tickets down to 0, the game isn't over until the objective is armed. And so I just wanted to demonstrate that to you. So thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing, although if you're going to make that decision, you might want to watch other gameplays of mine just so you know what I'm going to present to you. And do give it a like too if you do want to. So for the 3rd time, thanks for watching and have a nice day.